Hello. This is a hair dyeing, hair bleaching channel apparently. I'm back and still blondish.
Blondish.
Yeah, this is the state of my hair right now. I have a few things on my mind.
Oh shit, here we go again.
Let's go through them one by one. First of all, yes, you saw the title of the video. I'm gonna try to dye my hair pink. Fingers crossed. And I also want to answer some questions. Want to do a little Q&A, cute little kickoff video, because like the first video I uploaded was like, hello, here's my hair. I don't know. I thought maybe it could be fun to introduce myself a little more.
I have no idea what I'm doing, but I know I'm doing it really, really well.
Because nobody asked. And also, yeah, I want to get something more alternative out of my hair, because I said this, I'm pretty sure, somewhere along the first video, that blonde hair for some reason to me is like the blank canvas, and it's so tempting to just go to a different color immediately. But I managed to keep this color for quite a while now. I don't remember when I did this. I'm thinking like Christmas time, around Christmas time when I did this. I already did my roots again in the meantime. This is the regrowth I've had since the first root touch-up. Anyway, yeah, I was thinking, this is still kind of like, I don't know, minimal regrowth, and I still should wait a bit longer to re-bleach my roots. But I was also kind of like craving pink right now, because I don't know what it is about blonde hair, but I feel like it just makes me look basic for some reason. I kind of loved it because connecting with my childhood hair color again, I guess, because I haven't been this blonde in like years at this point. Anyway, for the third time, I was thinking this color, this is by the way what I bought, it's arcticfox in color Frosé. I just saw this and was like, okay, let's try something new. It looks pretty promising. I mean, like, I'm somewhere here, I guess. I'm not this blonde, I think, or am I? Somewhere between this and that. I mean, like, this is perfect banana peel color, like inside of a banana peel. And this is like, yeah, I guess my darkest spots are that way. But yeah, I think these colors look very promising. I would be grateful if they turn out like that on my head. I don't even know if this is enough, by the way.
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
I'm just, yeah, because this was so expensive. Like, I'm not sure what the normal, like, Arctic Fox prices in like America. I think this is an American brand, right? But here it is like 22 bucks, euros. And that's like, I don't know. I used directions before, and they're like this little cup thingies, and they're like $6 here. So anyway, already rambling way too much. I have my energy drink here. I'm not sure if I like the green one. It's, I think, kiwi flavored. Anyway. Okay, so this is what the tube looks like. It's actually like a fair amount of product, I think. I have no idea if I have to mix this with something or it's like direct use, but yeah, let's read the instructions. Apply petroleum jelly. Isn't petroleum like something poisonous? So I just couldn't let that slide. It has been on my mind. So I did what any normal person does in such a moment. I went on Reddit and I found someone who had the same question. And yeah, I found replies from this user and from this user. And I guess, yeah, that's the explanation. It's not cancerous, it's not toxic, but I guess it's just like a language barrier thing, because petroleum is still like bad. I just had something else in my mind entirely, so yeah, you learn something new every day. Okay, it's just apply it immediately. This is my first time trying arcticfox, so if anyone uses this like regularly, I cannot speak, it's probably embarrassing, but like, it's also like a metal tube, it's cold, and that kind of feels like, I don't know, pretty nice compared to like the plastic containers I'm used to. Sorry, I can't get over the petroleum jelly. Isn't that like just Vaseline? Or what is it? I think I'm not gonna do that. Petroleum jelly, gelatin, Vaseline, whatever. I think I'm just gonna go right in because it's a pastel color and I think... Ooh, it looks like brain matter. This is how much I put in the bowl because I wanted to have like a tiny like piece left in case this is enough for my eyebrows, in case I want to bleach them and also dye them with this. So yeah, let's hope this is already enough. But if I have to use this, I'm gonna use this. I can use something else for my eyebrows, I guess. Also screwdriver. I also found my like the brush I was talking about in my last video. Because like we moved, I'm sure you can tell by the change of bathroom design. Yeah, this is a new bathroom because we moved and we live in a house now, and I'm super grateful for that, because like if you grew up in a house and then lived in an apartment, I don't know if this setup's gonna work, because like you are currently like being held up by tiny boxes.
That is the reductionist stereotype that puts people like me in little boxes.
Tiny boxes and pallets and stuff, so you're like up here and not like in my boobies. I have my questions here. Feel free to drop questions in the comments if anyone is watching this and wants to, you know something about me. I cannot talk. Yeah, also this stuff smells so much like bubblegum. It's actually making me sick, because like we have these like ice creams here, like what are they called? Boom boom? Bum bum. And I don't like them. Controversial opinion. Let's just start. That also looks like, you know, just molten bubblegum. Also on the camera, my roots look so different to the rest of my hair. Maybe I should have done a 360 before starting, because like my haircut also is like abysmal. Like, this is something, okay? Yeah, anyway, my first question I have is name, age, and pronouns, because I think that's like very basic stuff. My name is Nora. I prefer the German pronunciation just because like that's what I grew up with, you know, hearing. But Nora is fine, I guess, if you struggle with the but yeah, Nora is my name and I'm 26.
Old maiden.
I can feel the old age creeping up on me. Yeah, and I use she, her, but I'm also fine with they, them. Second question I have is, what is the first thing you notice about people? These questions I just like randomly collected from Pinterest and other like websites, because you know, I have Instagram, but asking people there, ask me questions, I feel like nobody's gonna ask anything besides like, what size pussy you got? So I just picked some random ones that I think are not like too random, but also not too boring. But yeah, anyway, this is a hair dyeing video anyway, so maybe this is just too much cluttered in one. Also, forehead reveal. Yeah. What's the first thing you notice about people? I'm all over the place today. I gotta admit, like, the first thing that I look for in a person is like style. Not because I'm like judging people's style choices. I mean, like, everyone does, but I'm always checking if someone has like some kind of crumb of detail that tells me more about the person, so I know what kind of like personality they might have, so I can like prepare myself for, you know, how the interaction is gonna go. That doesn't mean I think like people with basic style are boring or something. I'm just like very relieved when I see like a pride flag pin somewhere, or, you know, anything that gives me something to go off on to judge how you might be, you know? When I say that out loud, it sounds so like, I don't know. And the second thing I look for is like if they have clear skin. Not because I want to judge them if they have clear skin or not, but like my brain just always looks at people's skin because I'm so obsessive about my horrid skin that like the first thing I notice is that most people are like spotless and have perfect skin, and I'm just jealous. But yeah, that's something I noticed, that I kind of always look for the skin, like skin condition. That sounds like something bad, but like, yeah. Anyway, this seems like it's not gonna be enough for my head, I just realized. Anyway, next question. What would you, or have you named, what would you... You or have you named your children? I do not have any human babies, but I have fur babies, because I'm a cringe millennial mom who has to talk like this. No, I have 2 wiener dogs, and they are enough, and their names are Velma and Ingrid. Yeah. I also like the name Konrad. That's also German, I think. It's a male name, but I don't want male dogs or any other males in my house.
Do not come to my town.
I'm sorry. So this name is just gonna go unused. Or maybe I can do like an original character, because like, by the way, I do character art and original character stuff as like a hobby. So maybe I can use Konrad as like a OC moment, but like maybe this is just a random name that I picked up somewhere and wanted to, you know. What's your go-to hairstyle? Since my hair is so short at the moment, the only real thing I can do is leave it open, but I'm not doing it because, like, as you saw by my 360, it's like a short wolf cut thingy, but it also just looks like, yeah, bleach, what's called chemical cut hair. You know, it doesn't look very flattering to just leave it open. So I'm most of the time just like having it clipped up in like a hair clip. Yeah, that's my go-to hairstyle right now. And I wish I was more creative with like hairstyles, because I always change like hair color, but I never really switch up, you know, how I style my hair. If you could change one bad habit of yours, what would it be? I have this very bad habit of being angry all the time at everything. And I don't know if it's like a being overwhelmed thing or like an actual personality trait, but that is something that I would like to get rid of. Like the overly aggressive reacting to everything. Do you prefer the city or the countryside? I just picked this question because like I feel like most people can relate that like cities are interesting and you meet people and you can go to the club and, you know, have fun because stuff is actually happening. But for like living and like resting and coming home, I feel like the countryside is so much more chill and has more to offer. But I wish I could just like live at the border of a very cool city and then travel there in like 5 minutes, but I'm also like in the countryside, you know what I mean?
That's the best of both worlds.
What is one thing you wish people knew about you? I wish people knew that, I mean like when I meet new people, I'm a very loud person. Or like I feel like I'm a very loud person, like I don't come off as shy to most people because I like to make conversation with strangers, and I wish people knew that like I don't do this to be like the annoying extrovert to, you know, disturb everyone's peace. I just want to be liked. That's why I want to, you know, talk to the shy person in the back because I want to know why are you like excluded or something. I'm not saying that I'm like the good Samaritan, but like I know how it feels to be left out and in the corner, and I was always happy for the person that just went up to you and asked you, hey, what's going on? So I kind of want to give that opportunity to people who are like more shy. I feel like that's also why most of my friends are pretty shy or like very introverted and don't talk as much as I do, because it just works that way. But yeah, I still would describe myself as more introverted overall. I just, yeah, like to make conversation and want to be perceived as nice, I guess. But sometimes people are like overwhelmed and think I'm like kind of a annoying bitch, which like I absolutely get it, but sometimes people decide that too fast, I feel like give me a chance, please. Yeah, that would be cool. What was the last time you embarrassed yourself? Fitting with the thing I talked about just now. Look, there you can see how you're like stacked on top of shade. Yeah, there was a spoiler also for the questions coming up. Ooh, like my head is not even covered at all, and like I have such little left.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Where was I? Yeah, like the last thing where I embarrassed myself. When we did like an Easter like hangout with friends and family, and like I have a problem with my ear right now. There's something going on. I don't know what it is. It's like stuffed or something. I've been to the doctor and they tried to help, but it's still stuffed and I can't really hear well on this side. And it was especially bad when we sat there we had like a little campfire and hung out and stuff. And I was talking to someone, and apparently I was talking so loud. I'm probably talking super loud right now too, because that's what I do when I get excited. And I was like informed after the party was over next day that I was like basically screaming at the top of my lungs, and it was kind of annoying. And that was so embarrassing for me. I'm still thinking about it, and like Easter is already like weeks ago. And then I have again a little more, you know, basic question. What are your hobbies? Because I feel like you can get to know someone very good if you ask what are your hobbies, because like that's what you spend your free time on. Anyway, mansplaining hobbies to you. I do draw and I love dressing up. I don't know if that counts as a hobby, but like if there's a motto.
I think Moto likes you.
A themed party going on, you better watch your ass, because I'm coming for like the theme parties, because I love a theme and I love to like specifically shop for clothes for that occasion, or like make something that I already have work in a specific way, like kind of like cosplay but like casual, because you cosplay as the, you know, theme and not like a specific character, so there's not like this, you know, this need to be on point as much as with cosplay, because I feel like cosplay is also mainly about resemblance and themes are more like, what do you think about this, you know, topic? Look at this, I don't have enough on my head. Oh my god, it's gonna go so patchy. But yeah, what else do I do? I would say I like anything that, you know, requires creating something. Like, may it be like photos, or like currently I'm working on a headpiece for like also a themed party, where the theme is like movie stars and like characters from TV series, anything. Like it's a very broad theme. And I'm currently working on, oh my god, that's empty. And I'm currently working on a Padme headdress, and I don't know why I do this to myself, because like I've seen like way more experienced people attempting to do this and tell like, oh my god, this is so stressful, this is so hard, and I'm like, I have no experience in building something, and I'm gonna try it, but it's fun and I kind of want to do more of that. I think I'm gonna have to use the rest of this. Okay, so this is what we have left, and this has to cover the rest of my hair, and it's probably not gonna, but what was your dream job as a kid? I had a few, and shut up, actually. I had a few, but like the most like kid kind of dream was like pop star, because like Hannah Montana was live. But I also wanted to be a vet, like for animals. And I also wanted to be...
Just wanted to be a star any way I got it. I said if I didn't become a star by 35, I was just gonna become a serial killer.
Well, girl, how old are you? I'm getting nervous.
Next question is, what theme parks have you been to? I don't know why I picked this, but like I've only been to one single theme park, and it was with my best friend at the end of 6th grade when I was visiting, when I was visiting her mom's place over the, you know, school vacation time. This smells so much like bubblegum. I feel like I'm getting swallowed by the smell. It's insane. Like, I think some of you would like the smell, but I'm like getting a headache. It's yeah, where was I? This was a bad idea, because I can only concentrate on one thing, or else my mind just goes to fucking shit. To this one theme park in like the Netherlands. I think it was called Slagharen. I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't know if it still exists, but yeah, I've only been ever to one, but I would still love to go to like a theme park, but at the same time, I hate rides. I hate like the, you know, the boat thingy, because that's what we went on, and it like manifested in my brain as like the worst experience ever, because I was so scared. I'm not doing so well with like, you know, carousels and like turning and twisting things because I already like throw up on long car rides and, you know, yeah, not the biggest fan. But I would love to go to like Disneyland or Disney World or anything of that nature because I want to build my own lightsaber, and I also want to see like for myself what the hype is all about. What's one movie you can watch over and over again? And everyone who knows me personally will know the answer to this, and it is Shrek. No, just kidding. I mean, like, Shrek is still a good movie, but my absolute favorite movie is Treasure Planet. I mean, I'm in the midst of like getting my left arm tatted with like a whole Treasure Planet theme. I look like an egg. But as you can see, it's just the line work. But like, shout out to Lilo. She does my left arm. But since money is so tight at the moment because like the whole move and like I changed jobs a few months ago, or like a year ago at this point, and yeah, I'm not getting paid that well like in my previous job, so I'm just like hanging in there. But like I hate the look of the unfinished sleeve so much because it looks like it's supposed to be that way because it's already like super healed and stuff. And people ask me like, oh yeah, you like fine line tattoos too because like you have one, and I'm like, no, that's just the line work, and I don't know, there's nothing wrong with, you know, fine line tattoos, but I'm not like that kind of person. I'm more like a bold girly. Anyway, but like, yeah, my favorite movie is Treasure Planet, and I can watch that shit any day, every day, and I love watching it with people together because like I can show them where like basically my whole interest of stuff comes from, because like I feel like this movie has so much of like different things. Like it's space, it's steampunk, it's family, like chosen family, not just like there's your mom and there's your dad and that's it, but like there's more to it, you know what I mean? Like chosen family, I think that's a very you know, important topic to me. And also it's just very nicely animated, and I feel like everyone who knows Treasure Planet is like screaming from the top of their lungs like, yes, I love this movie. Like I've never met someone who says, I don't like this movie. Like I've met people who say, I don't know this movie, but I have never heard someone say, Treasure Planet is shit. And if you have that opinion, keep it to yourself, because like, I do not want to hear this. If you could learn one skill instantly, what would it be? Patience. But like, I guess that's not a skill, that's like a trait. But like a skill, I would love to instantly know how to tattoo, because that's my dream profession. I mean, like, you have so much freedom when it comes to like being a tattoo artist. Like, first of all, you can look however the fuck you want because you're your own boss. And also like the way I love to look kind of goes like, you know, with tattoo artists, so it doesn't really like, you know, matter. And also I could create art and meet people, because like I love meeting new people. And it connects everything, and yeah, I mean, like I could probably just practice, but I'm kind of like a little bit old-fashioned when it comes to like tattoo related stuff. I don't know why, but I wish I could just learn from a very good and skilled artist and look what they're doing and learn from them, instead of like using YouTube tutorials and figuring on my own. But I feel like in this industry today, you just kind of have to figure it out on your own way and, you know, make mistakes and do better along the way. But I wish I could just, you know, learn from the expert and not like, ooh. Yeah, what are your recently used emojis? I can pop them up right now. But like my recently used emojis always change. If like there's a conversation about like me going, I don't know, to the woods, then you best believe I have like every single like forest themed emoji in there, because I'm like sending people thousands of pictures and put the emojis there to emphasize like I'm in the forest. So my recently used emojis always kind of reflect what I, you know, last talked about. I say this as if that's not like how everyone does this, but anyway, if you could be any Disney villain, who would you be? If I could be anyone, I would want to be Maleficent, because she's like a bitch who knows how to do an entrance, but also fucking slays. Like, she looks amazing, and also she isn't quite the villain, which is like, yeah, I love that about her. Like, I love her backstory, even though it's sad. But if I'm honest, I would probably be Hades, because of my temper, I guess. But yeah, if I could choose, I would be Maleficent, I think. What's my zodiac sign? I'm an Aquarius, and I'm not really that much into like zodiac signs and, you know, reading charts, because I don't get it, to be quite frankly. If you can tell me what like my, you know, chart is and explain it to me, that would be cool. But I've heard people say who are like kinda into zodiac signs that like, you are an Aquarius and it fits, but I don't know what you can do with this information. Yeah. It's like starting to get really like schlorpy and weird now. I'm also like not using sections again, and I hate it that I can't like section my hair and do it properly, but like mush it around for like hours and hope for the best. But it looks fairly covered now, right? Like, I'm sure there's strands in there that I haven't touched at all. But we're praying to the hair gods, right? You did that for me, right? You prayed? Please tell me. Yeah, I used all of it now. I cannot do any more now. Yeah. It says on the bottle to wrap my head, so I'm gonna try to do that now. So I couldn't find cling film or like this foil stuff anywhere, because like, as I said, we're in the middle of a move. Everything is cluttered and stuff is just everywhere. I don't know where the cling film is, so I have to use like a trash bag. Ooh, like a little hair wrap moment. Der gelbe Sack!
Here comes the hurricane, bitch.
Oh, that looks so awful! Yay! Yeah. What's the time now? It's... oh... okay, it's 2 p.m. now. 2 p.m.? 2 a.m.? 2 p.m. 2 p.m. now. So I'm gonna leave it on for like half an hour. I think it said half an hour. Petroleum jelly. I can't get over that. 30 minutes.
Do you know you have 30 minutes? Are you kidding me? 30, yes.
Okay, 30 minutes it is. So while we're waiting, the final few questions. How do you handle stress? Again, I don't know why I picked that question, because I'm just like exposing myself that I'm like a horrible person. But like, I handle stress by not handling at all. Like, if stuff gets stressful, I'm not a person anymore. I don't go quiet, I just explode. this is like the worst part about me. If I'm stressed or if like something goes wrong, yeah, that's not good. So if you know how to handle stress better, if you have that problem, like to get like immediately worked up, because like that really is like my problem, please give me some tips if you have some, because saying chill out doesn't help, and also calm down. Like saying calm down doesn't help, so yeah, I would be grateful for tips. If I wear a pair of shoes, what would I be? I like to think that I would be like some kind of like pleaser, like a stripper shoe, but I know that I have like not that, you know, bad bitch to me, so I guess I would probably just be like something like this. What would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? This is a, you know, this is a question that I ask myself all the time. I read that somewhere in some kind of book, I don't know where I read that, but I feel like this question stuck with me because it's like, you don't need to answer it to know that, you know, people have dreams, hopes and dreams, and yeah, if you knew you wouldn't fail, you would do anything, right? Like, for example, I feel like doing this right now is like a huge step for me to just do what I would like to do, even though I wish it was more polished, more, you know, thought out, more like, you know, likable overall. But I know that I will never do it then. So I'm just kind of, you know, winging it right now. If you're still watching, I mean, like, I'm so happy if you think like this is somewhat entertaining to you. My goal is to have like something that people put on, clean their room, meanwhile have a laugh, you know, that would be great. Yeah, I don't know what that has to do with the original question, but like, if I knew I couldn't fail, I would keep doing this. You know, that's why I kind of forced myself to do it now, because I wanted to do YouTube or like funny little, silly little videos since I've been like 15 or something, and I'm already like at the ripe age of like too old. So yeah, better now than never, I guess. But yeah, enough yapping. This is like not set, so I probably rubbed this all over my clothes already. Yeah, I've yapped enough, as I said, and I'm just gonna wait till the 30 minutes are over and wash it out, and I'm gonna see you tomorrow with the results. So these are the very disappointing results. Oh my god, all this effort, and this is, yeah, this is what it turned out to be. I mean, it's not hideous, it's pinkish, I guess. I just had way too little product. I should have bought 2 boxes, but yeah, 40 bucks would have been insane. So yeah, anyway, this was this insanity. I hope you liked it, and please subscribe. I would be so happy to see you here, and goodbye.